sun is just rising. Beautiful day. Our code 0 up and ready to go. Time to get going for us. Explore something new. We are taking this cut out here. It's called Dotham Cut. It looks like a pretty easy one to get in and out of. There's a decent amount of tide running through here. I can tell because we're going under 6 knots right now. We're making our way out to the Exuma Sound side now. Georgetown is only accessible from the sound side, which limits our ability for weather. Prevailing winds down here tend to be east, and some of the cuts there you wouldn't want to run in strong easterlies. Today's forecast for 7 or 8 knots, so yeah, lighter air today, so we're going to give it a shot. Now it's really ripping the tide, we're only going 4-6. Yeah, these Bahamian cuts, they call, there's lots of cuts between the bank side and the sound side, and yeah, they rip a lot of tide, a lot of water coming off the shallow banks going to the Exuma Sound, which is several thousand feet deep. So just a lot of water moving. Morning, honey.
Big waves. We just saw one that's about 4 or 5 feet. Some big waves, huh?
Every now and then it kind of,
yeah.
Hobby horses. You have a nice snooze there?
I did. As you can see, it's kind of rowdy out here.
So it's turned into a nice sailing day now. We're about, I guess we're about 50 AWA and 7 knots true. We're about 5 1/4. Our boat tends to move pretty well in light air, so it's quiet and we're enjoying it. I also don't know how much fuel I have left. We haven't gotten fuel in the Bahamas yet. And we had that long passage down from North Carolina, so I figured Georgetown would be a cheaper place to buy fuel. So I've been trying to hold off. I didn't want to buy it on some of the out islands we were on.
This up ahead is our turn. We are getting closer and closer to the promised land, and it's pretty exciting. We've heard so much about Georgetown for the last 3 years, and it's our first time officially going to a mecca of cruisers. Excited, honey?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see what it's all about. Let's see what all the rave is about here.
Just smeared some white zinc sunscreen all over Bill's face.
Now that it's 3:30.
Now I've realized that he didn't have sunscreen on all day, so that's what is going on over there. But yeah, so we're both excited. We are weaving our way through these 2 coral reefs. Big one there on the left side. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but out in the distance there is some greenish water right there to see, and that is that massive coral reef we're passing. This water looks really shallow over here. I can literally see the bottom of it. Wow, crazy. Usually you can't see the bottom, even in really clear water, when there's waves and wind, because it just distorts the image. But I can actually see the bottom in this 10 feet of water right now. Crazy! And I think we've said this before, but the Exumas are known for particularly clear water within the Bahamas. So that is what we are expecting to see. Very exciting.
See how far I can sail this boat in. No engine.
Look at all those masts. Cruisers are out there. The air smells so salty and good and fresh. It's a really pleasant sail. We're on a nice beam reach. Very, very low waves. I love this kind of sailing. I wish we did more of it. sail into Georgetown. This is Georgetown, the land of the cruiser. Let's see how many anchors, how many boats. So many boats. So even though we've made it to the land of cruisers, we're going to ease ourselves in and actually not anchor right in the middle of where 90% of the boats are, and we're going to go just a little further south. It's called Crab Island, and this is Crab Island. Well, this is like this is the back of it. So that key in there, that's where we're gonna anchor. See, there's like a couple masts.
Kind of our normal morning routine here. Have a little bit of coffee, wait for the net to start up, and then figure out what we're gonna do for the day.
Thought I would film this because it's really cool. It's a really cool aspect of being in a place where there's a lot of cruisers. Not most places that even have a lot of cruisers have a cruiser's net, but Georgetown does. They had it in Grenada, but we never did a video on it.
Thank you. We will start by asking for emergency or priority traffic. If you care to make an announcement today, please be on high power. State the name of your vessel clearly and distinctly, and wait to be acknowledged by me before passing your traffic. Come now.
Calico Skies.
Calico Skies, good morning.
Good morning. We are Grace and Bill, and we've just arrived from further up in the Bahamas. We're originally from New York. Super happy to be here. We're on a Sabre 36 and we are anchored in Crab Key.
Welcome, Grace and Bill. Is it your first time here? Over.
Yes, it's our first time in Georgetown and we're super excited to finally have made it here.
Well, you have so much in store here, so much in store. You're going to enjoy it thoroughly. Welcome, Calico Skies. And other new arrivals, come now.
That was terrifying.
You did great there.
New arrivals today.
I hate talking about
But you did great.
The next order of business is to check out the infamous food stores here in town. It's quite windy in Georgetown today, and really, it's been quite windy in general since we arrived in the Bahamas back in January. Rumor has it that this season is abnormally windy for the Exumas, and we have been hearing from many cruisers who return here annually that this is the windiest season that they've experienced in many, many years. So because we need a large volume of food, we've decided to move Calico Skies closer to the main entrance of the lagoon, where we'll need to take the dinghy to shop, and that way avoid a long, choppy, almost 2-mile ride by dinghy. Potatoes are so cute. So we just checked out food store number 1, and we heard that it was the lesser quality of the two. big ones that are in Georgetown, so we're gonna head to the other one now and check it out because it's supposed to have a little bit better of a selection. So we shall see.
Feeling it?
So we grabbed a few more things at food store number 2. I think we now have pretty much everything that we want. So soak it first.
This thing does not look.
It's not look good, huh?
Not hot, so hotty.
Let's see this guy again. So this is the spark plug.
That gap looks pretty big too. I don't think it's supposed to be meant to be that big.
Why would it get, like, why does it?
It's 4 years old.
So it just happens over time?
Yeah.
So Bill, like in the 5 minutes that I left him,
I keep busy.
has apparently, well, the generator is working.
Yeah, so this, like, I haven't taken the spark plug out of that generator since 2014, which is kind of absurd. We don't really do that. Like, we change our Yamaha spark plugs probably every 18 months or so. But when I pulled it, it was full of black carbon, and the gap was off. So the hook of the spark plug you stick on this piece of metal. This pit here measures how thick the gap is. So you spin it out. So when I pulled it out, it was at 0.3. It's supposed to be 0.26. So I pushed it back down and re-gapped it. Okay. And then I used sandpaper to clean it. I sandpapered the electrode. I wire brushed the insides. I took a metal pick and I picked around the circle of the spark plug. And yeah, it started first pull. So it seems like maybe just a bad spark.
Good job, honey.
Yeah.
Massage your man bun.
Yeah, I gotta get a haircut.
We are about to head out to our first cruiser event in Georgetown. It's at a beach bar, basically. It's almost 4 o'clock. This thing started at like 11 though, yeah. So we're not, this is not early for the Bahamas. And yeah, we're gonna go over there, check it out now, and see what it's all about.
We're going to get our friend. This thingy's not working that great right now. So
yeah, our friend Jesse is anchored over here in this boat.
We met the Bahamas.
Yeah, we met him and his girlfriend in the Bahamas 2 years ago, and now we are reunited 2 years again.
Gotta clean it up.
So we made it to the infamous Chat and Chill, and it's pretty awesome. There's picnic tables on the beach, cool vibe. Pig roast is happening over here, so like it. So we're about to head out to do a quick hike to Monument Beach, or on Monument Beach, something to do with the monument, and I see the monument from a distance. It's on top of the little hill, so we're gonna hike up there with our friends from sailing vessel Keeling It. So we're heading over there now. It's a beautiful day. The wind is finally calming down a little bit, so should be good. Friendship is the cornerstone of our cruising life. Still a little bit windy. Whether it's sharing knowledge, lending a hand, commiserating over the latest broken boat part, or just plain having fun, exploring new places and enjoying the highs of this lifestyle together, cruiser friends make our world go round. And in a nutshell, that's probably why Georgetown is ultimately so well loved by the cruising community. Guys ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Ready for our 5-minute hike? Just joking. It's longer than that. This is cool.
Ready?
Hike life.
That's sea grapes, or I don't know what the hell it is. Pretty though.
None of us know.
I would need to.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you should climb up there so you could video.
So glad I'm not sailing in this. Just moved spots on this beach, so we climbed further down on our dinghies, and we're gonna check out the actual monument. We're gonna hike up now. See this thing.
We're never gonna make it.
So that's the monument, way up on that hill. And there's not much elevation in the Bahamas, so that is what makes this pretty cool. Yeah? Oh, it's so pretty.
Day 2 of Honda 2000 surgery. I thought I had it figured out 2 days ago when I made water and I charged batteries, no issue. Today, again, it wouldn't start. We found a split fuel hose. So it looks like we have some dry rot in the fuel line between the fuel pump and the carburetor. And I also found a split in, it seems like it gives air or exhaust to the fuel pump. Maybe it's like to stop a vacuum. I'm not really sure what it does, but I put some tape over that and now it's running again. Yeah, rescue tape. So I think long term we need to replace some hoses inside the Honda just because they're getting dry rotted. The thing is 2014, so it is 6 years old and had a rough life living on our rail. Lots of ocean miles, lots of spray.
You should go show people what it looks like. Take the camera out. Show how good this thing has been to us.
That was an interesting dinghy ride across.
Yeah.
That might rank up there for dinghy rides.
I think that was the worst dinghy ride I've
We've
ever
done a lot of crazy things with our dinghy, but this one was
Never.
This is something special. It was very, very choppy.
Never. Getting across to the land of plenty is like the worst.
It was an adventure.
Yeah, I mean, it's pitch black. We're pounding in 5-foot waves.
Probably 2.
No, there was big waves. It was like 2 to 5 feet. Every like.
So is that more scary than crossing the Atlantic Ocean?
Yes.
Hello. It's cool.